I shall reign triumphant.
Buenos dias, children.
Son.
No!
Hell, you're all gonna be doing that.
Welcome back to Vulnerable episode 71, and today we are looking at the cannibal himself, Hannibal Lecter, from the show, well, Hannibal. Everyone go watch the show on Netflix, because we gotta get that season 4. Shout out to Offense, I think that's how you say it, for suggesting Hannibal. I really enjoyed watching the show. I hadn't seen it before, and I binged like the whole thing in preparation. It is an amazing show, but does that mean that Hannibal is a good villain? Not necessarily. Let's figure this out.
Are you listening?
Yes.
They know.
Born to a very loving mom and dad who made those big bucks, who made that dollar, y'all, Hannibal lived a fairly normal life with his sister Misha until parents do what parents do, they die. From there, Hannibal became sort of a father figure to Misha, and he loved her so much, get this, he decided not to kill her and pursue his homicidal tendencies he had developed. He loved her that much. He really wanted to, but he was like, nah, that ain't it. Eventually, though, Misha would tragically be killed, and Hannibal would say, "Sister, why didn't you let me be my true self? Why didn't you let me kill people?" So then Hannibal decided that the only way for him to forgive her was to really just embrace it and to eat her dead body, you know, normal stuff. And then once he ate her, he was like, okay, yes, now this is it. From there, Hannibal would become a young man in Florence, where he embraced his true self and started killing people left and right. He turned their bodies into haunting images, and then this dude right here said, "Hey Hannibal, are you killing people?" And then Hannibal said, "Call me MC Hammer, dude, because you can't touch this." From there, Hannibal would begin a medical life in Baltimore, where he'd practice being a surgeon and a psychiatrist. Then he met Will Graham, and Will says, "This is my design." And then Hannibal says, "Will Graham, more like, will you get off my because you can't touch this." Jack, I got bad news. I think Hannibal's a serial killer. Well, you crazy, man. Hannibal's the best, man. Jack, I'm being serious. I think he's eating people. Yo, Alana, come here. Get over here. What up? Will here, get this, is Hannibal is killing people. Come on, Will, come on, dude. Why you clowning, bro? Guys, look. He's literally killing somebody right now. Come on, Will, it's Hannibal. He would never. He's literally cutting off some guy's leg. Come on, Will, it's Hannibal. Would a serial killer listen to classical music? I don't think so. I'm sorry, what's everyone talking about? Guys, he's literally holding a decapitated head. Hannibal, say that's not true. Hannibal, you're my best friend in the whole world. Tell me the truth. Are you a serial killer? Is Will right? Are you a cannibal? Maybe. Good enough for me. Guys! Will, come on! You leave him the f*** alone, Will!
And as this evening has already proven, it's nice to have an old friend for dinner.
Hannibal as a character is honestly super compelling, and I love every moment he's on screen. Hannibal manages this weird thing where even though he's the villain, I kind of find myself hoping he's not, even though, yes, I know he is. We literally see him eating somebody in the first episode, but I'm just as in denial as Jack and Alana. I have to talk about Mads Mikkelsen here because he is so perfect for the role, and he does a great job playing every facet of Hannibal. With an iconic performance to go off of like Anthony Hopkins, sometimes it's hard to follow up with the same role, but Mads Mikkelsen makes this his own version of the character, and it is just as compelling as the OG version, although for different reasons. I've heard it said in interviews that this Hannibal we see in the show still has some of his masks on, some of his layers, while the Hopkins version is fully exposed. The version we get in this show is so elegant, but he's also incredibly creepy when the scene calls for it. It's hard because I kind of find myself rooting for both Will and Hannibal in the show because the show does a really good job of making us feel for Hannibal. And in the second season in particular, there are some scenes where I legit feel bad for him. With that being said, what good is a Hannibal Lecter if a Hannibal Lecter is not creepy? And damn it, this dude is creepy. He's so scary in the show that whenever anybody is alone with him, there's always that thought where you're just like, yeah, they could die, like right now. Another thing about Hannibal is for a lot of this show, he could be considered a good guy in some avenues. And when he's playing the role, he does it really well. He's legit like a really good friend, and it's sad to see his relationships fall apart as people kind of figure out what's going on. The last thing I'll say is that I love how he has some morality to him and that he doesn't just kill just whoever he wants. Hannibal only really kills somebody when he thinks that they're rude, because in his eyes, rude people are no better than pigs. So you better like the video and subscribe because you don't want to be rude. Come on, guys. Like, I'm looking out for you. It adds a lot to his character, and I really like that he does have his own set of rules. Hell, there are times in the show we see him try to save people. He's a great character, and whenever I see him cooking, in all honesty, you know those montages, you can't help but just don't wish to do the same thing. It just makes him seem so smooth and just elegant. So in this video, I really don't want to spoil anything because the show is just so damn good. I'd hate to be that kind of person, you know? So for all the people out there who have seen the show, don't worry, I'm not going to spoil anything. But let's just say, like, ending of season 2, like, come on now, dude, that is television at its finest. If you know what I'm talking about, go ahead and type in the comments, oh, hell yeah, I know what you're talking about. That scene is the shit. For all my peeps who haven't seen the show, you have my permission to close this video out, go on to Netflix and start the episode right away. And then when you're walking around the house whispering to yourself, this is my design, you can come back to this video and just say like, oh shit, J Films, the show is the shit. Thank you for your glorious recommendation. Keeping things vague though, Hannibal definitely is the most interesting character on the show, and not that everyone else isn't. Hannibal's just a next level kind of character. It's cool because we know he's a killer, but the show takes its time showing that side of him, and we really don't see him kill that often. In season 1, I love all the interactions with him and Will, and also the ones with Franklin. He's such a smart character, and he's always in control, and it's just so cool to see him put Will in all these situations, and you're like, oh shit, man, how is Will gonna figure this one out? I literally feel like Hannibal is the human equivalent of an Uno reverse card. Okay, stick with me, because you can play your whole entire hand, right? And you know that you're gonna win, and you're like, okay, here's how it's going down. But then Hannibal says, no, suck it, and then everything is just ruined, and you're like, oh, damn. He's such a good character to watch on screen, and I'm always going back and forth from, I just hate this scum of the earth piece of trash, to, you leave this angel of a human being alone. This is Hannibal Lecter we're talking about, so he obviously has to do some no good, very bad things, and he does, with the popular one being eating people. This dude eats so many people, I swear, like pound for pound in an eat-off, he could probably out-eat the Sawyer family. That's how crazy this dude is. On top of killing and eating people, Hannibal does a lot of messed up things, mainly like just manipulating everyone into bad situations so he can just see what happens. It's revealed in the first season that one of the characters has a very serious medical problem, and they're gonna have like seizures and strokes and stuff, but Hannibal's like, nah, doctor, don't tell him about it, okay? We'll just see what happens. I kind of just want to watch. There's enough content here for several villains, and there's absolutely no question that Hannibal is a villain. He just also happens to be really likable. He's just a good homie, man.
Are you going to kill me?
I'm so sorry, Abigail.
Hannibal Lecter's origin might be one that hides a lot in the shadows, but it's still interesting and it still shows a lot of his character. Personality-wise, Hannibal is one of the most interesting characters you can find on TV, and the fact that Mads Mikkelsen does such a good job, I can't understate it, just adds so much to his character. Every scene he's in is enjoyable because he's so likable, yet sinister and unpredictable as well. He also does a lot of evil things that'll make you just wince every time you see it. I'm gonna give Hannibal Lecter a 9.
Perhaps you didn't come here looking for a killer. Perhaps you came here to find yourself.
Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of Hannibal Lecter in the comments. And as always, comment below who I should review next. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really enjoyed making it. Hannibal Lecter is awesome. Go watch Hannibal, please, guys. We need season 4. This is my design.